The Bermuda Triangle in Civilization VI is like non-subs and a girlfriend, Putin in Ukraine, and everyone in GTA 6. We all desperately want it, but we can't have it. Unless. That's right, in this Civ 6 video, I've managed to give myself the Bermuda Triangle off the coast and want to see if I can get 1,000 signs by turn 200. I am playing Australia because of my incessant obsession with Barbie, surfing, and that panty wedding top hat. Also, let me know down below which Civ you would have chosen for this game, as we'll find out. There was a glaring hole more gaping than a post-fisting session on the casting couch that reared its head toward the late game. In this definitely not Dr. Godly start, I move my settler to settle on some furries with Bermuda in workable range. My goodness, I can research text faster than the Swedish Empire collapsed. It does have its drawbacks though, as working no production means it's gonna take millennia for my army to realize how to throw a rock. Oh my god, I am so lucky. Kumasai just spawned near my general area. I, for one, was not expecting that. And before I have to deal with the Twitter armada down below in the comments telling me to switch to the off button with my life because I'm cheating and this isn't a fair start and I edited the map. 20 turns in and 20 signs per turn of 2 Bermuda tiles. This game is going amazingly, and I am playing Australia due to their ability of looking at a natural appealing tile before placing down some godly campuses. We get Melbourne, which despite sounding like a name you'd give to an unwanted child, is a pretty good second city. Pantheon time, and it's time for the thick lady of the reeds and marshes to get a couple of rice tiles so thick I had them mistaken for oatmeal. There's Byzantium, our nearest neighbor, about 800 nautical miles away, as we get knockoff Rockefeller's provision, which will allow us to forcibly send families to settle faraway regions against their will. The immersion in this game is astounding. Classical era golden age, and considering we have more money than whoever Hugh Hefner's last girlfriend was, we go for monumentality. Classical republic is next, as no war or putting out for any wonder like a dollar store hooker is occurring this game, so I just go for CP. CR. I meant no, definitely not CP, CR. The rest of the early game was simple as I spammed out settlers while beelining for all the science buildings and space shuttles. And Byzantium founded,
You what?
Recorded history is big as the science output is increased tenfold as we are building goated campuses everywhere. With all these science city-states everywhere, Kilwa is going to be more nutty than snacks that got you in trouble in grade school. Civic-wise, I am going for the tier 3 communism, same thing. Government to get insane science and also production, which I lack more of than the Germans in 1945. And we enter a dark age, not surprising considering I forced my populace to settle the great beyond without their consent. But here we are. And we actually do get Kilwa, which is insanely dope as we're going to be shitting out more science than a 4 a.m. run to Taco Bell. While I am getting out campuses, the problem with this game is I had less production than an incel's chance at a healthy relationship, which really neutered any growth potential that I had. I made up for it with more money than the US military spends and with an insane amount of science giving me maximum lumber mill and mine production, which was a much needed boost. Well, would you look at that. Medieval era industrialization. I feel like I'm in an alternate history hub scenario right now. And here we get Peter gawking at the size of my science and cultural schlong metaphorically, just like everyone will gawk at yours after you leave a like and subscribe to not miss out on future videos. I researched coal so early that no one even wants to buy it. Imagine how stupid these guys are gonna feel after they realize they gave up the deal of a lifetime. Turn 124 and no one has built the Roman Colosseum, so I'm gonna build it so I can claim to be the true successor of Rome. I joined the Owls of Minerva's secret cult to feel loved by someone in life, and they gave me some nice Pokemon cards for my troubles. And here I was, less than 10 turns remaining until the next era, and me tasting that sweet heroic age like my subscribers taste success in life. Can I do it? I did get a great scientist and wanted to put him in the center of Bermuda to get the most science possible until... Oh yeah, I forgot. I move into the triangle and it teleports me to fucking Mars. And 1 era score remaining, but with limited time, I needed a miracle. Marco! I could have sworn Haiti wasn't in this game, but with the natural disaster luck I'm getting, I guess I was wrong. Polo! Alexander the little bitch with the smug grin talking about how great people prefer his. Shut up, you fucking 90s peaked at high school bully trope looking ass before I send your ass to Babylon again. Yeah, I'm just realizing as I'm editing this, Oxford and Ruhr Valley would have been amazing in my capital if I had the production for it. My lack of insight on the fact that Bermuda gives me no production is going to be a pain when building space projects. I can feel it. And finally, I settle my last city all snuggled up close to the others like a pickup artist course cover is with all their paid actresses. And here's the Ottomans trying to trade for my valuable luxuries for a goddamn Scooby snack. With research labs coming in 4 turns, I start working on my capital's industrial zone, which, I mean, while shitty, might give me the production I need to build research labs before the millennia ends, and hopefully spaceports before we're all dead in some sort of global catastrophe. I get a decent industrial zone and eventually Ruhr in my city of Melvin, but a big problem with this game is I'm in jungle as Australia, which reduces my appeal and therefore any adjacencies I might have. The game would have been a lot better if I didn't pick the land down under. Brazil probably would have been the best option, but I don't know, let me know down below. I end up buying research labs everywhere because, like Bill Cosby taught me, money can solve everything. Okay, well, maybe not everything. After my scientist returns from Mercury, I finally get the 1000 science, and it only took 17 turns, not bad. There is rocketry, and while the point of this game was to see how much science I could get by turn 200, I might try and go for that sweet science victory anyways. Turn 165 is also where my science started expanding more rapidly than a new sumo wrestler starting his new diet. And with all the buildings I had coming, I thought 1000 science was doable by turn 200, so I went to work. With the Renaissance era ending and time running out, I needed to start expanding my science faster than ever before. I started factories to get power everywhere for research labs. I traded goods, got some great people, and 10 turns later, I had over 620 science, and the number was only getting bigger. But despite 3 science city-states, I had a massive lack of production everywhere, and so I needed to rely on gold. I spent more money than Germany did in reparations to get my factories and research labs. With my science reaching sky-high levels, I started work on the Ruhr Valley for a potential science win going forward, but I was running out of time. With most science buildings built, I needed about 200 more science still, and I didn't know where else to look. There were limited culture city-states, and even with Kumasai and my city-state trade routes, my culture, while pretty good, was not dominant. And with the frequency of floods and tsunamis appearing like I was trying to invade Japan as the Mongols, I thought I was cursed. But with 2 turns remaining and over 800 science, I thought, damn, I lost. Like finding out your girl is going to Miami for spring break. I was devastated, heartbroken, knees weak, arms heavy, until I realized campus research grants, and so I went to work. Sent every one of my cities on that just to say I could hit 1000 science by turn 200, but was it possible? Do I need more culture and traders next time? Yes and yes, as communism and 5% science from each city-state would have made this a lot easier and potentially even 2000 science, but that was already too late. It's go time, and after putting every city I had on campus research grants, I hit that thick plus next turn button, and I got 60 extra science. Yeah, this challenge was an even fatter L than any invasion of Russia could ever dream of being, and while I could continue to win a science victory and try to salvage any type of win, yeah, I'm not waiting literal 10 years just so I can show another 20 seconds of footage. But in this instance, I would try to build Ruhr Valley in Melbourne, send all my traders there, and probably go democracy at this point, and that should be enough production to get a spaceport and enough to win a science victory. I mean, I really don't want to continue with this. I'll just say what I would do to win. And with how much more science I was making compared to everyone else in this game, the game is more wrapped up than a Subway sandwich I'm gonna go have for dinner. So to confuse everyone who left the video early, let me know down below what you're having for dinner, and leave a like and subscribe to succeed in life and to not miss out on future videos. Definitely subscribe if you're having Taco Bell for dinner tonight, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.